Hello everyone and welcome to the full story of the GB-23 relay station. So, you first learn about this quest after talking to Junlei Tennyson and doing her quest, and she will mention that you have to talk to this person here called Edna to basically pick up the quest, so we're gonna do that now.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Wow.
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
So, let's go. The silent voices. So, what we're gonna do is quickly fast travel.
Looking for crew members Ellie or Felix. They're sharing a drink upstairs.
So now, as you can see, relay GB-23 is accessible. So we're gonna go there now. And we are there, guys. So guys, we are at relay GB-23. Let's go. As you can see, looks pretty deserted. We have some loot, which we'll want to take. And as you can see, auto mechanicals. So these traps are pretty simple to deactivate. I mean, you can always maneuver around them either. But first, we're gonna check out this kitchen area. And we find our first note. So this is an instruction manual for the auto mechanicals. Here, which is helpful. I'm not gonna read that out though, because that's not really part of a story. And as you can see, we've got this cool outfit right here. Leadership skills. And here we have our first log. Fry's journal, a beautiful dream. Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to to my special ones, I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my superior was there, her eyes so full of emotion. I know she feels, but dares not to show at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying tight as a scarf on a cold day, so beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth began screaming. I woke up, I was scared. The dreams are so real now. And this time, I recognized a face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my head, in my mind, about how beautiful she would look, with a touch of crimson on her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. So as you can see, it's kind of turned mad. And for now we don't know why. But presumably we're going to find out soon. And the door is barred this way, which is very slightly ominous. What we can do though is hack this door, and we come through to a little room with some more looting and a terminal. Display unit status. Alexander J3. So what we can actually do is hack this, and if I remember rightly, now the auto mechanicals will not attack me. Which, I mean, is always good, because I actually have robophobia, which means I'm weak. Well, weaker to robots. We can do with a minor concussion, it's fine. No harm done. So as you can see now, the auto mechanicals have been disabled, which is good. Phase journal, escape. I have to start a new journal. I cannot read my precious entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, no need, the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain will be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school, who's now a doctor for Anti-Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright, oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I had found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. The whispers told me to end his pain. That he'd tell. I got up, left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place, a place I can be alone, a place with no whispers. And that's why he's come to the relay station. To try and escape the whispers in his head. Something tells me though, it won't work. So we'll have a little explore around here. As you can see, if we were being a stealth character we could go along here. and avoid all the sentries and auto mechanicals. There's a lot of food lying around, which is always good for us, and now over encumbered, as always, because I have to hoard everything. So we'll scrap some of these. I need the scrap anyways. So you want to loot everything, even if like you can't use it all, because you can either sell it or give it to a companion, one of your companions, if you decide to take companions. I played as a lone wolf the first time I played through this game, so I didn't actually have a companion, even though I had them in my ship and did their quests and stuff. Vice Journal, the source. The Whispers have found a source, and I have found it. I have taken refuge in an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scared and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation, free, as I made this place livable, or as much as it can be. I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices travelling through the ether to reach me, calling out to help me. Alone, lonely, needing my help, I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether, and no more whispers. They felt silent. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others, but I was stronger than they, and I have defended them. I have already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life goal again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. Something tells me this man his torment is not over yet. As you can see, there's a janitor there, which luckily we won't have to fight. Because I've deactivated everything. Because otherwise that will be a pretty tough fight. And here we finally arrive at his office. You can see this has become his permanent home. And we find the body of Frey. And we also get a unique melee weapon called the Silencer. I'll show you guys this weapon. So it's basically one of these, the Vortex Maces. But it is slightly weaker than this one, with it being on a level 10. But as you can see, melee attack speed plus 15. Also could have been called the Speedy Bleeder, which is great. And now we find a pistol. He's shot himself, sadly. There he is. First journal, forgive me. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson, bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. So tragic. And here we can now see the exit again. And guess what? I'm over encumbered again, yay! So now we can activate the terminal, and we've done the quest. So now that that's complete, we can exit the station and go back to the groundbreaker. So now we are back aboard the groundbreaker.
My comm center already
go
got
to
an
talk
update
to
ping
Edna
from the
again.
backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
And we have completed the quest, guys, so I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.